intercompany team. So we have a first of all a tracker which we are filling up for the tracking purpose, and where we have that's a one time activity which we used to do. Then at the later months you can just edit the amounts and the other description details in that file. That is basically a master file where all the charges which have been received on a monthly basis or a quarterly basis all are mentioned, along with the GL cost center details which will be kept in that file for the future reference. Then we have upload templates which we need to fill, through which we will upload the transactions in SAP, right? Then we have a cross-journal functionality. As you are aware now, the cross-journal functionality is mostly enabled in as SAP after the lag elimination has been done. So now most of the entities where we can book the journals as a cross-journal. So today I think we'll first take you through the process. We are booking as a separate entries like on a receivable side and a payable side through AR upload and AP upload in SAP.
Okay.
So yeah, then maybe today if we'll get time, I'm sure, I don't think so, we'll be able to cover everything in today's session. So maybe in the next session, we'll walk you through the cross journal thing as well. How we are booking the cross journals, where the both side entries are getting booked through the one single journal.
Oh, okay. So it's definitely like a longer process.
Yes. So I'll hand over to Ankit. And for that, we have a recording as well if you want to, for the cross journal functionality booking. I
Yeah.
have a recording as well if you want to go through that before our next session. And in case you have any further questions or you want to take us through again the whole process, we can do that as well. But I'll share that recording as well with you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That'd be incredibly helpful.
Yeah. So today we'll walk you through the AR upload and AP upload, where only one side of the entity, like single entity, will be booked at one point of time.
Okay, but this
Right.
is
So
when.
Ankit,
Sorry,
yeah.
but this is when the IC vendors are already created, right? Because we are in the process of creating them. So maybe you do you have like
Exactly. Where vendors are already enabled.
yeah, because
Only those.
we have a template, but I'm having like some trouble like filling it because there's some
Mm-hmm.
spaces like some fields that I'm not really sure what should I put there. So maybe if you have a description of that, it would be really helpful. Do you have like a guide on how to?
We'll be only discussing where the vendors are already enabled.
Oh, okay.
Set up
Yeah.
some time with me, Desiree, just a one-on-one, and let's look at the template. Maybe I can help you or figure out something
Okay.
for you.
Thank you
All
so much,
right.
Sandra.
Yeah. So I'll hand over to Ankit. He's from my team and directly involved in booking the charges into the SAP. So he'll explain you and show you by an example.
Okay.
Yeah. Ankit, over to you.
Okay, hi. So let me share my screen and I'll take you through the invoice processing in SAP. Let me know if you are able to see my screen.
Yes,
Okay.
Ankit,
We
it's
can see.
visible.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I'll start with an example. Let's say we receive an invoice in entity Spain. Here you can see it is for Spain. So there's a charge which is called GCT, Global Claims Technology. So this recharge comes in Spain. I'm handling Spain. So I'll take this an example of an entry booked in SAP. So if I'll open this Excel, let me wait, let me reshare the screen. I think there's something screen. Yes, now should be okay. Okay, this is the invoice, and I have already opened that invoice. It looks like this. So we get this invoice from our onshores, or we extract these invoices from a tool. So there are certain charges which we get monthly or quarterly, depends. So this is one of the charge. So this is related to the global claims technology. I mean, that's the entity from where we receive these invoices, and this is the amount which has mentioned that they have raised GCT Global Technology is a trading partner, and its SAP code is 100. Like Spain has a code 3311 SAP code. So same GCT Global Claims Technology has a SAP code 100. So they have raised an invoice to Spain.
Sorry to interrupt in between, Ankit. So Desiree, just one question for you for our better understanding. Like, is your entities already there in SAP? Like, you are aware of the terms like trading partner codes, company codes, or you'll be moving to SAP recently?
We are just in the process of implementing SAP AP. And
Then these terms we need to explain. Yeah, right. I thought like your entity is already there in SAP, but okay, that's fine.
Oh no.
Ankit, please continue.
Sorry, like
Okay.
we don't have like all the operation on SAP, just the AP and the payment thing. So we also are working on the GL, but it's not. We're just implementing it like recently.
Okay, sure. Ankit, please continue. Thanks.
Yes. Okay. So this is the invoice we get. So if I open this invoice, it is like this. So this is the entity who has raised this invoice to Spain. You can see to Spain. If you have any question, you can stop me anywhere, or you can ask me at the end of the session. So this entity has raised the invoice to Spain. So which means Spain is payable to this entity. This entity means Global Claims Technology. Okay. So these are the description of the charges, and total amount is 50,486 USD, as it is mentioned in the mail as well. So this is the entry we have to book in Spain as a payable, and this is the bank account number for the entity which we have to pay. I mean, we have to pay in this account of the trading partner. Trading partner means the vendor. Okay. So let's see the how we create the entry in SAP. So first of all, let's take an example of Spain. We have already opened the invoice of Spain. So this is a format of the AP journal. Let's say, because we are paying the entities. Now we are paying the 100 company code GCT, which means GCT, because every entity has its code. Spain has SAP code 3311. Global Games Technology has a SAP code 100. Okay, so this is the format we are having for AP upload, AP journal voucher. Okay, which means we are paying 100. So
Okay,
if I
sorry,
go according, yes.
Sorry, I interrupt you, but so everything related to IC vendors is uploaded through this template, right?
Right. AP AR. There is another template, AR template. This is AP template. Because why I have opened this? Because Spain has a payable. So that's why I have opened AP template. If Spain has a receivable, I have to open AR template, which is just a reverse of this template.
Okay, and how many like is there a limit of how many like entries can I put in there, or it's just
you can post multiple entries in this journal, not only against, I mean, let's say here it is only one vendor here. You can post
No, there is no limit. You can add multiple vendors and multiple line items for the same vendor.
Oh, okay. And can you please explain a little bit like
yes.
The first please the first like 1, 2, 3 like cells? Like what
Yes, definitely. I'm explaining. I'm explaining it.
Okay.
Yes. So let's say in column A, it is here document date. Document date you can enter on the date which you are creating this journal. Let's say I have created this journal on 17th of October. So it is like year, month, date. So today is 17th of October. So I have mentioned it like this. Posting date is always the month in which you are posting this journal, end date of the month. Let's say October October is the last 31st of October. So we will put the date in the same format, year, month, date, 31st of October. I mean the last date of the current month. If I was posting this journal in September, I mentioned this here like 17th of September, and the posting date would be 30th of September because September has 30 days. So it would look like this. Okay.
Okay.
So yes, currency is in which we got the invoice. Like just now, our invoice has a USD currency. This one, it's in USD, like it's mentioned in the email as well. And if I'm open this email, you can see there's a dollar sign. It means the invoice is in dollar USD. So I will put here USD. If the invoice was in euro, I will mention it here as euro. Okay. Now document type. Document type is, let's say for this entity, it should be KR because it is payable. So there are some terminologies which SAP reads. Let's say KR is for payable. Okay. And vice versa of this is for receivable. So right now we are using document type KR. Why? Because we are creating a AP journal voucher. You can see the name of this, and because AP journal means we are paying the counterparty. Okay, we are paying the vendor this. So that's why it is here KR. If we are receiving something from 100, I will mention here DR in the AR journal. Not
Okay.
here. I'm just giving an example. I'm just giving an example here. It should be done in the another journal. If something is receivable from this vendor, so I will mention DR here in the another format of journal in AR journal. So right now I have a payable. I will mention here KR. So these are not mandatory columns. We can move here from in column K. Column K is like description. This is the descriptions of the invoice. Let's say GCT. GCT is the name of the charges, and underscore I have mentioned the month for which month I have received this. This is for September I have received. So I will mention, copy and paste it. I mean according to your need, whatever description you want to add in here in the head in these both columns. It could be same or you wanted something different. You can write it here. Okay. Now let's move below. This is the company code. Company code means from which entity I am working on. Let's say I am handling Spain. So for me, my company code is Spain 3311. It has a SAP code 3311. So it is my company code. Or you can say it. Let's say Spain is paying to 100. So Spain is it's a company code. Okay. Now moving to account type. So you probably have a question maybe that why there are two lines and why there is not only one line and why there is not more than two lines, because every entry has two effects. One goes on balance sheet line, this one, and you can see here the PNLGL. One goes on PNLGL. The entry has two effects. Okay. So now coming back to this account type. Account type is there the terminology, as I said, SAP reads A for vendor, D for customer, and S for GL. So here I have used K because 100 is my vendor right now. So that is why here K. And why I have used S? Because I have, this is what GL, as I mentioned here. GL, I have PNL GL I have mentioned here. That's why I have mentioned here. It is account type S. If I have a receivable from 100, I will mention here D.
Okay.
Second line would be same. Yes, second line would be same as. But
Just
now only
one thing I want to add here, Ankit.
Mhm.
Desiree, as you can see, we in AP vendor row number 7, we have put a trading partner code, which is 100. But in 3311 books, the entry will get posted into the 2700, 400, 100 GL, which is the intercompany balance sheet account for the payable side against this trading partner.
Okay.
You can write it in column G.
Or Nanny, I can show
Yeah, you
them
can
in
write it
SAP as
here.
well.
Yeah, that's also fine if you show it, and yeah, that will be also good. Balance sheet GL. But that GL we don't need to mention. We just need to mention a trading partner code. The entry will automatically get posted to under this GL against the trading partner 100.
I'm a little confused
Yes.
in that part. I don't know if you can please repeat it.
Mm-hmm.
This
Sure.
100. Yeah, you can show the similar entry in SAP, Ankit. I think that will clarify.
Okay. After completing it, I can show her, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Once he'll
I'll tell
explain
you.
all the fields,
Yes.
he'll show you how this entry will look into the SAP.
Yes.
Once it will get uploaded, how this will
Right.
be shown in the SAP.
Okay.
Right.
And where in which GLs you will see the impact.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So moving ahead, KS, as I told you, this is the trading partner, AP vendor. If you see the heading, AP vendor is our vendor is 100. Below that, I have told you that this is our PNL GL, which I have mentioned. As I told you that there's two lags, first on balance sheet line, second on PNL line. This is our PNL line. So now what we are doing here, crediting the balance sheet side and debiting the PNL account. Okay. And if the similar case is in AR, I will just reciprocate this symbol. I will mention debit in balance sheet side and credit here. If the case is on receivable side, if I have a receivable from 100, I will reciprocate the symbol. Let's say D above credit on the PNL side. Okay. So now the amount mentioned, I have to mention amount 50,486, whichever the amount given on invoice, 50 here also and here also the same amount I have mentioned here. The amount which should go on balance sheet and PNL, it is mentioned here. This is the description line. Whatever description you want to write in here. Let's say I have this description GCT. These are global claim technology charges. There it's trading partner name. I mean it's SAP code and for which month they are belongs to. They belongs to September. So I mentioned like this on both the lines. So this text will appear on balance sheet line like this and on PL line like this. Okay. Now it is not necessary. This is HF. This is text code. Okay. So what does this mean? Whenever you are paying entity, there is a tax code applied in every region. So HF tax code means there is some percentage behind this tax code. Let's say there right now it is you can see HF. So SAP automatically calculates the percentage on the basis of this text. It could be HE also, JZ also. So it could be anything. So SAP will auto calculate according to that, whatever you will mention here. Let's say HF tax code right now calculates 21% of this total amount. So it will automatically calculate, SAP will automatically calculate after seeing this text code. What text code we have mentioned here.
Okay.
I'll tell you. Yes.
Sorry, but
Yes.
each one, each tax code depends on each country, or it depends on the vendor.
Yes, it
Depends on the country.
Country, right?
Okay, but those tax codes should be already created in SAP, right, with the correct percentage that we need.
Right. We just need to put a tax code here.
Oh, okay.
The amount will get calculated and entry will also get posted.
Okay.
Right.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Now next column we will move it to here on the column J. The same trading partner I'll mention on the both lines 100 as I mentioned here, like this one, trading partner name. Okay. Now next column is K column. K column is like 800. You can see I have mentioned 800. So SAP has a preset some technicalities that it will figure out that if you will mention 800 here, so it will automatically figure out that this entry should go, this lag is going on balance sheet line. So it calculates, it reads according to that. 800 is means where I mentioned 800, it means it is the balance sheet line, this one. And below one is I have left empty and it is going on PNL line. So 800 means it's the balance sheet line which we are hitting. But so every time when we, yes,
it's always going to be 800.
Yes.
In every case.
SAP reads like that. Yes.
Okay. Also, sorry, in the tax code line or column, it's the like tax code is only on the down one.
PNL line. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Tax code we apply on PNL line.
Okay.
Okay. Now column L, it is profit center. So for our entity is 70261, but SAP also auto calculates the profit center accordingly. But for our maximum European entities, we use profit center 70261.
Okay.
And now the cost center column. So if I mentioned here the PNLGM, so obviously there should be a cost center as well. Which cost center should the amount hit? So this cost center will be we are using to hit this particular charge on the PNL line. Okay, now moving ahead, these are not any mandatory fields. So at the end, you will find a baseline date. Baseline date means this is similar as the posting date. You can just copy here and just paste it here. This is similar to posting date. You can copy and paste it here on the both the lines.
Okay.
So this is the our journal part. Now just little bit I'll give you an idea of the control sheet as well, which is the master file of all these things. I mean all the charges, where we have all the data of the charges. Let's say if I'll talk about only about the 100 vendor. So we are maintaining this charge, this sheet as well. Okay, so let's say so this is the data. I mean where all the GL and cost center I have already in there in this file for every charge. We have already key in the all the details for every charge here. So if I read this, let's say just focus on column 1138. Okay, let's focus on this. So first heading is recharge title. What we are recharging for? What is the name of the recharge? This is for GCT AIG. I mean this is you can write it according to your convenience. This is AIG Global Games Technology. Scope is FC to non-FC. Means if we are handling within India, we are handling that vendor also. Let's say my colleague or in my team somebody is handling in India is handling the counterpart like the vendor. So I will mention FC to FC. But right now 100 SAP code is not handled by in India, not by us. So we are mentioning FC to non-FC. Standard and non-standard, it means these are standard charges. I mean these are regular charges or not, or these comes in once in a blue moon. I mean these comes in not regularly, but these are our regular charges. So we have mentioned standard charges. ARAP template, we have created because this is our payable, so we have mentioned accounts payable. This is our payable. If this is that if that was a receivable, I would mention here account receivable like this. But right now it is our payable, so I will mention payable. Invoice reference and description, you can write it according to your convenience. Let's say I can mention here the GCT charges which I was just showing you is related to September, and I will mention here that GCT 100 related to September. Frequency, what is the frequency of this charge? How frequent these charges come? So this is the monthly recharge which comes every month. So that's why we have mentioned monthly. If it is a quarterly, I will mention quarterly here according to it. Okay, so posting period, in which month I am posting it? I am posting it in October. I mentioned October 23. Invoice currency, in which currency we have booked the invoice? In USD. This column is if you want, if there is any invoice which comes in euro, so you can convert it in USD and write it here if it is mandatory for you. Invoice amount, whatever the amount mentioned in the invoice, you can write it here. Invoice month, to which month the charge is related to. The invoice I was showing you related to September, I will mention September here. Now there is a two thing, October and September. Why? I mean, don't get confused, because this is the posting month in which month I'm posting this charge. I'm posting in October. That's why I mentioned this is invoice month. For which month the charges belongs to? This belongs to September. That's why I mentioned September here. Okay. Now this is AR customer or AP. This is our AP. I mean that is our payable. So I mentioned the trading partner 100 here. If there is a receivable from 100, I will delete it and I will mention here. If that was something was receivable from 100, I will mention here. But right now, and if I will change, I will mention AR here. I have to change account receivable here also. Okay. According to that. Okay, but right now it is payable. So I will mention 100 as it is in AP column. Amount is the same as here, invoice amount, these are the same. Now P&L account, which P&L you want to, which P&L chain you want to hit for this charge. So it is mentioned here, like these are, and I mean, if you have multiple GL, you can write down here till we have, for our convenience, we have mentioned P&L account till 30 GL account you can mention here. You can see P&L 30, 29, 27, according to that. If you have 30 P&L GL or multiple GLs, you can mention like this. Okay, for the cost center, same, there are 30 cost center columns. If you have multiple cost centers, you can mention like this one, I mean, this one, like this, different cost centers. Let's say you have this one, this cost center, you have this one, these are different cost centers, you can have to like paste it like this.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay, now going to the P&L amount. This is the amount column. You don't want to distribute the amount in various, you want that this amount should go only on one cost center, so the whole amount goes on this, as I mentioned previously. I mean, this the same amount here. You want the full amount goes on this cost center. If you want that this amount should be split in 3-4 cost centers, so you have that details. So you should, I mean, let's say 3 cost center is there, then the amount should be split like this. And 3 cost center. In first cost center, how much amount should go? In the second cost center, how much amount should go? And third cost center, how much amount should go? But the total should be the same as the invoice total. Okay, now it is also have 30 columns, like all the P&L, GL, and cost center has. And now the tax code, which I was showing you on the journal, HF tax code we have mentioned here, which we are using here also, HF tax code. Okay. And now the linking key and document number, I will tell you later. What does that mean? And this is the location. This is location ID. Location means, let's say for Spain uses this location, ES000. Likewise, Portugal uses PT000. And this is the serial number. Serial number you can give according to your need. I mean, whatever serial number you want to give, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's say there are 7 charges, so you can give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 charges. This is like that. Okay. Let me tell you how to upload it. Okay. After that.
Hey, Ankit,
yes.
Just a question.
Yes,
like, I understand, like, this is like a control sheet, but
yes.
This is like only for control, or do we have to upload this one too?
No, not this one. This is for our reference.
Oh, okay.
I mean, this is like, yes, this is our, let's say in future I got some invoice, so I'll quickly check it here in this file that what GL should I use, what cost center should I use. I can check it from here, because in history I have already used that, I have already posted that charges in SAP, so I can see, I mean, this is like a master data.
Okay.
This is the, this is having all the details of the charges. So
right.
I will save it. Every month I will prepare this control sheet for every charges, and I'll save it in the folder.
All right. Okay.
Every month. Yes. So I will upload this one, which I have created this.
Okay.
So I will upload this. I will delete this. This is, I've just written here for your convenience. So I will delete this one. And if I want to add any supporting, I can add here any supportings, any mail related. Let's say I have copied it and I've pasted in this Excel in any from any location. I picked it up and pasted here for future, so that I can open this entry in future and I can see what or why I posted this entry. So I can see that yes, this invoice has that this is the invoice, and I have posted this invoice accordingly. So.
But I can visualize that supports on SAP, or I should download the Excel and then open.
No, you can see it in SAP as well. I'll show you.
Okay.
Yes, I mean everything whatever supporting you will paste it here. You can see it in SAP as well.
Okay.
Yes. So